everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J here with a review on some new Loreal products. So I have 3 things that I want to test out with you guys today. And those 3 things, as you can tell by the title, are the new Infallible Foundation, the 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, the Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer, and lastly, the L'Oreal Rouge Paris Lasting Matte Liquid Lipstick. So let's go ahead and jump into it one by one. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the foundation, and that is because I am the most excited to try this foundation because I know a lot of you all love L'Oreal products, and I think L'Oreal kills the drugstore game. This foundation claims to wear up to 24 hours. I'm not testing out that full claim today, but I will test it out for 8 hours. So this foundation ranges in cost. You guys know drugstore products go on sale a lot of times, and depending on which retailer you buy it from, you're gonna pay a different price. But I would expect to pay anywhere from $9 to about $15 for this foundation. So this foundation has 30 different shades. I have the color 500 or Honey Bisque. So the description of this foundation reads, "Be unstoppable. Introducing L'Oreal's breakthrough longwear foundation with breathable skin technology. Infallible Fresh Wear 24-Hour Foundation provides medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. The formula's 3 oil absorbers resist sweat, water, and transfer. The healthy thin liquid goes on smoothly to give a fresh, healthy looking complexion that lasts. Color stays true and blends in evenly so your makeup looks fresh all day." It says it has SPF 25 in this foundation. So here's what it looks like. It does come with a pump, which is always a benefit. There's 1 fluid ounce of product in this foundation, which is the standard amount. They state that the coverage is medium to full, but the main claim of this foundation is that it's supposed to be breathable. Next, let's talk about the concealer. This is the Infallible Full Wear Waterproof Concealer. This retails for $12.99 on Ulta's website, and it has 0.33 fluid ounces of products, which is good. There are 25 different shades of this concealer. I have the color Walnut, and this concealer says that it is full coverage. So I have it on now. I agree. I think that it's a full coverage concealer. You can definitely sheer it down by not applying a lot, but I do feel like it gave a good amount of coverage when I applied it. So like the foundation, this concealer claims to wear for 24 hours as well. It says, "Be unstoppable. Experience full-on coverage and full face wear for up to 24 hours. The L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Waterproof Concealer is their highest coverage formula and their widest concealer shade range ever. This concealer provides full coverage with a flawless matte finish." This concealer reminds me a lot in design of the Tarte Shape Tape, and that's simply because it has this large doe foot here. It's a shorter, stockier bottle, so it really reminds me of the design of that, and I'm sure that that's where they got a little bit of inspiration. Tarte Shape Tape, L'Oreal, you all can see they do bear resemblance. And the last thing that I picked up is a lip product. This is the Rouge Signature Lightwear Colored Ink, and I have it on my lips now. And this retails for $11.99 on Ulta's website. So there are 12 different colors of this lip product. I have the color I Explore because it looks more neutrally, kind of like a rosy neutral color, and those are the type of colors that I'm pretty attracted to, so I went with that. So the appeal of this lip product is that it's supposed to give high impact color, but it's supposed to feel weightless, almost like an ink would. It's called a liquid lipstick, but it's not as heavy feeling as a liquid lipstick. It almost gives you the feel of a stain, but it's supposed to have more pigmentation. And they said it's supposed to feel like you're not wearing anything, but it's supposed to wear for a long time. So I will definitely be putting that to the test today, along with the other 2 products that I just overviewed. I have everything on now. I actually just did an eye demo using the new NARS Skin Deep Eyeshadow Palette. If you guys want to see that, I will have that link down below as well as in this video. But I want to go ahead and jump into the demonstration using these products, and that way you guys can see how they apply and you'll see how they wear all day, because I'm going to continue wearing them around and do a wear test. So I hope that you all enjoy. Let me know if you all plan on picking up these L'Oreal products down in the comments section, and I will talk to you all soon. So let's go ahead and shake up this foundation and let's apply it. So I'm going to blend this foundation out today with my Kelsee sponge. So I'm going to go in with about 2 pumps of this foundation. Let's take off these earrings. And I am going to go straight in with it. Okay. So this foundation is very lightweight. It's giving me a decent amount of coverage. It does have a fragrance to it. I think it smells good. It's strong. As you all can see just by me initially applying it to my cheek, you all can see that this color is a little bit too orange, and that's typical with a lot of foundations. They run a little bit oranger, a little bit redder in tone, and it has a little bit too much of those undertones. But as far as the coverage, I can see through this foundation very well, and I can see my imperfections on my skin. But I want to know, can we build this foundation up? I really like the way it smells, but it does have a pretty strong fragrance to it. So for those of you all who are not into perfumes in your foundations, you may not like this one. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of just sitting on top of my skin right now. It's not really becoming one. Again, with the color thing, I gotta make sure I blend it all the way down. That way I don't have line of demarcation because this is too dark. Sometimes these lightweight serum based or water based foundations can feel heavy. I'm just going to continue to pounce my sponge over this just to make sure that it's fully blended. I feel like this is not doing a whole lot in terms of serious coverage, but if you're a person who doesn't have a lot to cover and you just want to look more even in tone, I think this will be nice for you. Okay, so here's what the foundation looks like with no additional products. As you all can see, I got a pretty even color. Like I said, I still see imperfections on my face. I am going to go back in with more concealer and not more foundation because I don't want my foundation to feel any heavier or look cakey on my skin. So let's go ahead and try this concealer out. It has this large doe foot applicator, which I feel like a lot of people do this nowadays. Let's see. So I am just going in with a pretty decent amount of concealer. Since I've already tried this product out before, I kind of know what to expect in terms of coverage from this concealer. This concealer is lighter than my complexion, which is good because it'll even out this color that the foundation gave me. This concealer is a little bit more beige, so it should correct. So I'm going to go in with the sponge again on the other side to blend out this concealer. So that blended out really nicely. It gave a good amount of coverage. I like this color as well. Like I said, it's a little bit lighter, so it'll be good, especially if your foundation is too dark. It feels very nice on the skin. I feel like it looks awakened. But I do want just a smidgen more right in here. Let's build this concealer up just so I can look a little bit more awake because, whew. So looking at this concealer after it's been on for a few minutes, it has started to slightly oxidize and it's pulling a little bit more pink than it did when I initially applied it. When I first applied it, it was giving me like beige neutral tones, but now it's definitely looking a lot more pink in tone, but nothing that's a deal breaker. I just don't think that this color is an accurate match either, but I feel like they balance each other out because the foundation is so orangey in tone and then this color is so pink. I feel like it kind of neutralizes each other. So now I'm going to set the foundation and concealer with products that I'm familiar with. I'm going to set my concealer first with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I go in with my sponge on the side that I really haven't used. And I press that powder in. So by using these products, I can really gauge whether or not I really like them or not because I'm very familiar with this powder. So here's what that concealer looks like set with the powder. I think it looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And I'm going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Golden. And I'm going to use pressing motions using my La Mer powder brush. And this is my everyday technique. So here's what everything looks like set. I'm going to go ahead and add some bronzer and some highlight and blush, and I'll be right back and we can finish off the look together. So as you all can see, I've finished off my makeup. Now I just need to add on my lips. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. This stuff feels wet. Almost like cooling to the lips. That looks pretty. It feels different on the lips. It kind of feels like watery. feels very lightweight, but it definitely has a high impact on color. I think that it looks cute. So I am gonna let this dry down, or see if it'll dry down rather. So I've had it on for about 3 minutes. It hasn't really dried down too much. I still feel it. I still feel like I can go like this. Yeah. And get products on my finger, which I did, which is fine. It doesn't have to be completely transfer proof, but I just want to note that for anybody who is expecting this product to be, it's not necessarily that way. So here's what everything looks like all together. I'm going to continue wearing these products around for the rest of the day. So I've already had this makeup on for about an hour. As you all can see, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to continue wearing it for 7 hours, and I will come back and give you guys a checkup in about 2 hours and let you guys see what everything looks like. So just stay tuned. So I want to give you guys a check-in on the foundation. I think it looks okay. I've had it on for like 3 hours now. I feel like the color match isn't bad once it's settled and, you know, everything all together, but I'll check back in a few more hours. I'm back for my 5th hour check-in. I think my foundation looks a lot better than it did when I first applied it. Some of my natural oils have broken through. I feel like I look a little bit glowier. At first, I did feel like I looked a little bit dry, but I think everything is wearing quite beautifully with the exception of the lipstick. I ate Chinese food. Chinese food is known to be kind of greasy. That lipstick did not stand a chance. It was gone pretty much right after I ate. I'm not gonna fault it against the lipstick. It doesn't give us an actual number in terms of how long it's supposed to wear. But judging from how this lipstick was when I initially applied it, I didn't really expect longevity from it. I don't know how long they expect it to be able to wear, but I would say 2 hours max, and you're going to be having to reapply it because it's not actually a stain. It's like a liquid lipstick stain, and it moves around. It doesn't really fully set down, so it's gone. But my concealer still looks good. It's not crepey. My foundation looks good. It is a little bit darker, but I'm going to keep wearing it around. I will come back in 3 more hours and do a final check-in for you guys. But for now, this is what I got. This is what I got. This is what I. So I am back. I've had these products on for 8.5 hours now, and I am ready to do my final check-in, and I'm ready to take this stuff off so I can get on and do other things, okay? So let's first talk about this foundation. So this foundation started out a little rocky. We all know it went on. It was a little bit orange, and I was like, I don't really know. It felt a little bit heavy, but I will say throughout the day, this foundation has worn pretty good. It looks good for having worn it for as long as I have, and it looks pretty good for a foundation that doesn't really offer that much coverage. You guys know if you start out with no coverage, by the end of the day, a lot of times your foundation is totally gone, but I definitely still feel comfortable going out if I absolutely had to. My foundation is a little bit oilier in my T-zone area, but it actually looks more glowy than it does just straight up oily. So I do like that. Overall, I think it looks decent. It did oxidize slightly after I applied it, like maybe an hour afterwards. It was a little bit darker, but it didn't keep oxidizing as the day went on, which is really important because anybody got time for that. So I'm about half and half with the foundation. I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but I'm not going to say I hate it either. It's just kind of there. As far as the concealer though, I think the concealer gives good coverage, but it just looks really, really dry right now. I always make sure to moisturize underneath my eyes. Today I moisturized with my Kiehl's avocado cream. That's a heavier cream, and typically when I moisturize with that, my under eye is good. It is solid, it is snatched, and with this it looks very dry, almost crepey. This concealer did give good coverage. However, I'm not here for any dryness under my eye whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and say I pass on this concealer. But if you're looking for an alternative to Tarte Shape Tape and you're looking for something to use as an eyeshadow base, I think this one will be good simply because it is a little bit drier and it does dry down and it does give you the coverage. So this may be suitable for that. And lastly, this lip product. I think the theory of the lip product is pretty cool, but it doesn't really last that long. It doesn't really dry down. I do like the color. I like that it feels weightless, but it's not going to stay on your lips. And if you're like me, you're a talker, you're an eater, you're a drinker. Like you're always doing something with your lips. That sounds wrong. But anyways, you're always moving your lips. And so as a result of that, you need something with a little bit more longevity if you're going to wear such a thin lip product. And this really doesn't offer that. So I'm going to go ahead and say skip on this. But if you don't mind reapplying your lips, it gives the illusion of an effortless lip. Overall, I don't think any of these products is quote unquote bad. I just don't feel like any of them are going to be my holy grails. I don't like any of them over any of the other products that I already have in my arsenal. So my final verdict is that everything that I tried today is just okay. That's it. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. Also, nothing horrible, nothing to call corporate about either. So let me know what you all think about these products down in the comment section. And if you have not already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you all in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.